Alright, it's time to continue our live stream of Tainted Grail. I have replayed the entire DLC. So I had to restart the whole thing, and I completed all of these. And now it's time to go into this cave and get Syndril. So we are down in the bottom right, and Syndril is supposed to be right in this cave here. Alright. She should be right down here. There we go.
Oh, you startled me. I didn't think anyone would find my hideout. Hiss promised no one would. Of course, the damned creature turned out to be useless. What do you want? Let me guess. Coraloon is looking for me. Because I want to finally be free. To have my own life. To start my own family. No more and no less. You have no idea what it's like to spend your life with someone who always plays the victim. It's not that she can't do anything. She just doesn't want to. She throws up her hands and insists I do everything better. For a long time, I kept falling for her games. But when I tried to teach her something, to show her how she could have a better life, hunt on her own, gather seaweed, she'd get offended and punish me with silence. Or she'd accuse me of putting on airs, of treating her like an idiot. She'd say anything just to make me give up and do everything for her. I couldn't keep living like that. And I won't keep living like that. You could do that, of course. But you could also lie to her. Tell her you found my body, and that I had this letter with me. You can read it if you want, I don't care. I just want to be left alone. As for the reward, I don't know what she promised you, but don't expect riches. We never had much, and I took most of our valuables with me. She'll manage, she always does. She'll beg for what she needs to survive. I can share the rest of what I have with you. You just need to make Coraloon stop searching for me. If you find her, please give her my letter.
Alright, so finally able to continue after restarting the whole game. So now we just need to go back and talk to her sister. And let's get into the archives.
Hiss has no choice. He has to confess to taking...
Wow, so I can either lie to her, tell her the truth, and tell her to grow up.
That's impossible. You must be mistaken. My sister would never... She's just playing a prank on me. Tell her she needs to come back to me at what... You have no idea what we've always been together. Forever young, innocent, beautiful, independent. No shoals, no males. Do you have any idea how hard it is to survive in this world on your own? I don't believe this. This is her handwriting, but I don't believe that's what she really thinks of me. Hiss must have made her write this. Or some other male. Or...
Oh my god, this lady doesn't believe
That would
anything.
explain why she wrote such nonsense. I'm not scared of you.
Oh, okay. This is probably not helping the people. Dude. That sucked. Alright, we finally have enough to get in here.
Greetings, Toplander. Most of the villagers speak very highly of you, that is true. It is clear one of them has come to me accusing you of a crime against knowledge. That I cannot I do not know your character well. You might be prone to anger, thirsty for revenge. No, not unless you prove your innocence.
Oh boy, alright.
I am sorry, Top. There is only one way to clear your name beyond any doubt. You need to stand before the barnacles speaking of lies. They will judge whether the accusation has merit, and their word cannot be contested. But beware, Toplander. Those whom the barnacles judge liars meet a tragic end. Good. I will await your return, Toplander. That is, if you make it back.
Alright, we gotta go back to the big eye temple thing.
Toplander approaches.
Two of them, even.
A big one, hidden inside a smaller one. How odd. How unusual.
Have you come for judgment, Toplanders?
Give us all your lies. And all your truths.
We can tell which is which, though you may not like what we say.
Alright, so we need to tell the truth here.
You're You're not surprised, are you? You do love to lie.
To toy.
To deceive. And the gentlest hearts are so very trusting. So very tempting.
Poor Lyra trusted you completely. Thoroughly. Dreams born of lies are useless.
They cannot flourish. They cannot become truth.
A hopeless dream is the death of the dreamer.
But alas, there's nothing to be done about it.
Sweet Lyra isn't the one who accused you. It was Shell named Hiss, which only proves it truly does take one to know one. You told Hiss you were a traveler and an adventurer. Yet even he could tell that that is not all you are. So can we.
That is truth, yet a muddled one. Quietly rotting along the edges.
It smells of an untruth.
With time, it withers into a lie.
All of Shell named Hiss is contained in the name he gave you. He believes in equal exchange.
Yet you gave him only half of what you are.
You are entangled, whether you like it or not. You are his eyes, and he flows in your veins.
There would be no you here without him. And there is no Arthur without you now. Accept it or not, this is the truth.
But this conundrum is not for us to resolve. It is outside our jurisdiction. There will be no judgment from us, Toplanders.
Go in peace.
Or try to at least.
Yes, yes, you do that.
Do not follow his path of denying the simplest truths and then plunging into the most complex lies. His lies are a fortress he built around himself.
His truths stink of murky waters, bloated corpses, and blood.
But no truth can be buried so deep that it can't crawl back into the light.
Truth is resilient like that.
Keep that in mind, whatever you decide.
As for the matter you came here about, there will be no judgment from us, Toplanders. Go in peace.
Or
Alright, that was weird and pointless. Let's continue back and go to the archive. Finally. Including the replay of the whole DLC. This is taking me like 13 hours to do this. Let's talk to this guy and accuse him.
this one, this one.
Won't talk to us. Alright, you got a lesson now.
Barnacles, and that means you've proven your innocence. I admit, I'm glad that's the case. The Barnacles are the final jury in such matters. If they cannot pass judgment, your knowledge lies beyond even their understanding. If anything, that only strengthens my decision that you are worthy of entry. You may go in, The door will remain open to you, and only you. It is an honor I grant with a glad heart.
Why can't I get rid of these guys? There we go. Annoying. Alright. Let's go talk to Urkel.
No idle chit-chat. I know who you are. And I know what you wish me to do. But I cannot do it while the place I am bound to keep is sinking into chaos. All this is your doing, so let us skip the pleasantries. I have neither the time nor the wish for courtesy in these circumstances. Your assumption is accurate. First you help me, then you may ask, and I shall judge the outcome of your actions. Then and only then will you have my answer. I need the chaos you've brought here to finally settle. This is a matter of the highest importance. But before you begin restoring order, you must be ready to leave the world you know behind. You can't be distracted by unfinished business. You must enter my after images with a clear mind.
Alright, should be fine. We don't have any quests left at this point, so...
I am pleased with your answer. The path to the after images is now open. They are places tainted by chaos. Places that must be set back in order. Visions of the past, the present, and the future. What has already happened, what is happening now, and what was meant to happen. They were entrusted to me by the Lord of the Seas himself. Your arrival has changed the after images. The knowledge I had gathered through them has become useless. This is unacceptable. I know who's, but you can follow the...
Alright, can I use this first? No. Okay. Guess we go this way. Oh, interesting. So I'm like a whole different build here. Oh, that's cool. To play as a melee for the first time in 70 hours. Captain Lear's journal. So Nibu, yeah, that's Merlin's apprentice. I remember that. do I... Oh, that's cool. I'm like a whole other build. That's sweet, right?
Stand down, Captain. Turn back now, and perhaps Arthur will reconsider branding you a traitor.
I'm long past caring what he thinks. Besides, being called a traitor by our king almost feels like a badge of honor.
Insolent knave!
Look, I've no quarrel with you, Sir Knight. I'd rather be far away from your lot. But alas, I need Nimue for that. So either get out of my way or say a prayer to the All-Mother.
Ooh, alright. This could be interesting. Jeez. Oh, he's a tank. Dang. Kinda makes me wish I played as a melee.
Thank you for the rescue, Captain. I won't ask if you understand the consequences. I'm not as foolish as your peers would like to believe. Since you've already stained your hands with the blood of the Knights of the Round Table, does that mean you've made your choice?
Most of my peers were annihilated by those four-armed demons. At least the ones I give a damn about. Watching your quartermaster get ripped apart gives you perspective. A shitty bloody perspective, but a perspective nonetheless.
It does, doesn't it? As for me, I've known nothing else. I don't remember my parents, but I remember the first Four-Dweller I ever saw. I may have been born here, but Avalon never felt like home to me. We have to face facts. This war is futile, and it's only costing us more lives. It's time we went home. Our true home. The one we so recklessly abandoned.
Recklessly, huh? Sometimes I forget your lot doesn't remember the Red Death. Doesn't even know it, really.
The Red Death...
Let me finish, before you say something stupid that makes me toss you back into that cell. I'm talking about perspective, the way I see it. Coming to Avalon, we traded one hell for another. But the one before? At least it was ours. Avalon isn't, and I doubt it ever will be.
Then you'll help us. You'll command the fleet again.
Aye, I will. Steering the ships back to the homelands won't be easy. I don't want to die in this wretched, miserable land, cursed by an enemy that will never stop hating us.
You won't, Captain. I swear it. I'll see to it we all live to see the shores of the homelands, whether for the first time or once again.
You shouldn't promise things like that. Now I'll have to hold you to it. Still, you've got me. I'll do everything I can to make sure you deliver.
Oh. I was actually expecting that to be more of like a puzzle quest. I didn't think you'd get into fighting. Okay, this side's open now. That means there's going to be 3 different paths and journeys here. Okay, now we're going to play as her. Oh, she's got some cool stuff. Merlin's Thorn, Lightning.
Merlin, where are you? Ugh, I swear if this is another one of your lessons... Merlin, I don't have time for your games!
Alright, let's see how stacked she is here. Dang. She's awesome too. Wow. Alright.
That, my dear, was a threshold wall. Nuts are beings created to maintain order between worlds. Even King Arthur himself once struggled to win a duel against one. I wanted to show you what you might face if you continue with your plan to leave Avalon. There's no telling how many of them may be waiting on the shores of the homeland.
And that foolish duel with an illusion was supposed to scare me. I've outgrown your games, Merlin. I'm no longer a little girl who needs to be tested with elaborate, impossible challenges. Even if creatures like the Threshold Wardens exist, I won't be facing them alone. I made up my mind. I'm sailing to the homelands.
Nimue, child. You're making a mistake.
Don't call me a child! I'm not making a mistake. I'm fixing yours. I know you thought you were doing the right thing by coming to this island. But the things you and Arthur do now are horrifying. You call it survival. But you're killing the very world you claim to save. You bend life and death to your will and call it wisdom. But all I see is madness, dressed as progress. Even if you somehow made Avalon habitable, you're building its foundations on piles of sacrificed bodies. And how exactly does that make us any different from the Four Dwellers? How could anyone live here, knowing what we know?
I know this war has been long. I'm not proud of everything we've done, but it was necessary for all survival. Yes, blood was spilled, but the land will absorb it and will honor it by building something new. We're so close to victory. Arthur and I are working tirelessly on a solution that will give us an edge. You just need to trust us.
Oh, the solution, of course. Your vile, immoral experiments you wanted me to take part in. You know my answer, Master Merlin. For me, the cost outweighs the gain. So let me say it again. You can imprison me. You can try to persuade or intimidate me. I still won't help you. These things you have planned won't bring us victory. They'll only rewrite the future into something far worse than you can imagine. They break the cycle of nature itself, and that break will be paid for by generations not yet born. So yes, my only solution is to go back home.
The homelands are not your home. For you, they're a fantasy so far removed from reality that you can't even comprehend it. Do you think people chose to leave everything they knew on a whim? The Red Death was killing us. We were drowning in blood, pus, and corpses. That's what you want to go back to.
How is that any different from what's happening here? I've watched people die to this senseless war, to the weirdness, since the day I was born. And plagues come and go. It's been years.
I see you won't listen.
I could say the same about you. Stay and rot on this island if that's what you wish, but I'm done. You and your precious Arthur can do whatever you please. I want no part in it anymore. We're going home, and you won't stop us.
That's where you're wrong. Your rebellion ends here, Nimue.
Okay.
Perhaps sometime in a cell will cool your
What?
I can, and...
So that happened before she was just freed. It's kind of cool though. It shows you it's connected to the original story, but it also tells you why they got sunk here in the water. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Give that a try. I gotta go back to the other room. Did it have chests after? No. Alright, so who are we now? Oh, nice. Now we're Merlin.
His poor wife. I hope she found some solace. I hope his sister turned out to be smarter than him.
Jeez, Merlin's awesome. Just one-shotting everyone.
The Red Death got you. This sin was merciful, believe me. And yet, you gave it your life.
No, is that gonna be Arthur now? Old crazy Arthur.
Merlin, my scouts reported back about Lear and Nimue's rebellion. They're trying to sabotage the iron shipments from the Forlorn Swords. They say their demand is that Sarras and the other ships be allowed to sail away from Avalon. Are they out of their minds? How can they be so oblivious to the dangers we left in the homelands? I held children dying of the Red Death in my arms. I watched them go stiff and cold. And then I myself carried them to the pyres. The homelands are ruined, poisoned. A graveyard soaked in the blood of those we had to leave behind. And they want to go back and weaken our forces in the process.
My king, I agree. This is suicide. The homeland's not a place to return to. They're a tomb. And yet, Nimue, Lear, and the other rebels refuse to see reason.
On that we agree. I've had enough of ordering men to die. But if they choose to go, I'll let them. Let them choose their fate. Let them swim that sea for what it is. If they refuse to believe the danger, let them learn it on their own skin. I'm tired, Merlin. Tired of proving to everyone that we have no home to return to.
Nimue is young, full of dangerous hope. She can be guided, timbered. They can all be kept here and given purpose. There must be another way. A better way than simply letting them die for daring to hold their own opinions in the middle of a war.
Another way? How many more have we lost while we wait for another way? I know what drives them. I've also looked into faces hollowed by hunger, smoke, and fever. And I know what Nimue thinks of our efforts to keep Avalon safe for centuries to come. Yet if she can't see the reason behind all the sacrifices we made to make Avalon our home, if she cannot accept that war is never a clean affair, then perhaps it is best to let her die along with her idealistic views. If it costs me my peace, so be it. Give them Sarras. Give them 2 more ships. Send them off. Let them find out for themselves.
You would send them to die just to prove there's no way back to the homelands?
No. I'd make an example of them. They cannot defy our decisions and fight us. The real enemy is in front of us, not among us. That said, I will not be the king who stole their last act of defiance. And if they die in the process, that's their choice.
My king, let me speak with her one more time.
Do as you wish. She's your responsibility. You know my mind. Give them ships. Burn the rest. I have a war to finish.
When Nimue and Captain Lear set sail for the homelands with the rebels, Merlin did the only thing he could to save them. Through a powerful spell, he sealed the entire fleet. Drawing on Nimue's magical potential as its source of power, flashes of light tore through the storm as the ships vanished beneath the raging sea, swallowed by the depths before anyone could understand what had happened. To the world, it looked like mass murder, a cruel punishment for desertion, but in truth, Merlin had saved them, allowing Sarras to become its own kingdom, far from the weirdness and the dangers of Avalon.
That's cool. So that tells you why it all happened. Let's get rid of these guys. Oh, my spells are all messed up. fix that. That messed up all my spells. That's weird. It doubled my spells. Okay, what am I missing? I am missing my physical one. Alright, let's go back and talk to the archivist, or organist, or whatever he is, Urkel.
You're back, child of the surface. I sensed you restoring order to the after images. The calm I feel now tells me that all is correct. Everything is back where it belongs. Thank you for intervening. I trusted it wouldn't happen, and here you are, safe and sound before me. I didn't know exactly what cleaning up the after images would entail. Never before had they been in such disarray. Therefore, I assumed the one whose arrival caused those changes would also be able to restore the old order. A war story, you say? Fascinating. I had no idea they would show themselves to you that way. I have no access to the contents of an after-image once it has changed, so I cannot say what you are shown. I can sense the after-images as if they were parts of my own body. I know where it hurts, but not why, and I cannot heal myself. Yes, I will honor Josephus's request. Now that the after-images are in order, I can leave my post. The melody of the organ will sound again, and Captain Lear will wake. I only hope you know what that entails.
Oh, God damn it, Indy. Really, dude? You're gross. Alright. Looks like we've got a few... I was in the wrong area. Alright, got a few quests here still. Head back to the chapter house. Should take us on to the next main start of the story. Now that we have both organists.
This one is glad that you might witness this apocalypse.
What did he do?
The folk of Tungo departed into the bosom of the Lord of the Depths, and this one absorbed their knowledge.
Oh, you sick crab dude. Can I kill him?
It was destiny, and this only one who has of this.
I'm killing him.
This one after the top left.
Oh, he's weak. Damn, man. After all the work I did to help all these people, he just killed them all. This is messed up. Oh, that's cool. It's like a bounce back shield. Yeah, we're doing that. Alright, he killed everybody, even this merchant. Wow. That's brutal. Alright, well, I guess they weren't important.
You need something. Make yourself... You know where...
Let's do some leveling here. Store word soul power. Huh. I don't know why I never did that before. Double dodge.
As different as they are, there's a great deal of humanity in them, although some of it ugly. Pettiness, selfishness, arrogance, and yet it's more peaceful than anything I've seen on Avalon or in the homelands. They're bound by a single purpose, one that unites them as much as it divides them. A community built around one goal. I find that admirable. There are times when lies are necessary, but you're right. They make a foundation that crumbles too easily. I wonder what would happen if the people here learned the truth. I'm afraid it would break them in ways that couldn't be mended.
Well, Crab just killed them all, so I don't think that's a problem.
And yet Come now, my friend. You must admit, Lady Magdalene's congregation differs greatly from what you knew in Avalon. I find it amusing. It may be the first time a doctrine has been twisted so wildly and produced something kind. That has been my suspicion from the moment we set foot here. This place hums with magic. But it isn't the weirdness. I only needed proof. I just didn't expect it to come through Merlin's own memories. It seems I did, though I can't fully explain why. I'm still not entirely myself, but I can understand it. In wartime, showing mercy to deserters wasn't a luxury I could afford. The war was nearing its end, true, but we still couldn't risk losing a single sword. By letting some sail and sinking the rest, I prevented more from fleeing, and, in a way, proved that I respected my people's choices. He did, just in his own way. I told him to sink the ships, and he did. But he also saved Nimue and the rebels because he wished to. And if that act gave rise to this whole kingdom around us, well, perhaps it turned out for the best. For Sarras and its people. Though I wonder what fate awaits them when we need to reclaim the fleet for Avalon. When that time comes, I trust you'll make the right choice. Shell named Hiss never inspired my trust, but to suspect him of plotting the death of his own kind, no. No one could have foreseen that. I know Tumbo followed laws that we, as surface dwellers, could never fully understand. But mass murder in the name of knowledge, I don't think I ever want to understand the mind of that wretched creature. I only hope the people of Tumbo have found peace. Such a death.
Alright, we're all caught up with Arthur. Let's head back to the main area. See what happens now with our two organists there.
Welcome, child of the surface. Everyone is ready to play. Thanks to you. But tell me, are you ready? From where you're headed, there is no return. You will go back to the surface. And we will face the consequences of what is decided in Lady Nimue's chamber. Excellent. Gather, my brother. It is time to awaken our captain. This sound. Sarras has not heard it since the day it was born. It will be glorious.
Alright, I just got a trophy. Point of no return. Proceeding may make return to Sarras impossible. Yep, I have a save. Oh, this place is cool. Alright, I'm guessing we're about to walk into a big old boss fight. King Arthur gave you ships. It was Merlin who sealed them.
A traitor shielding another traitor. What difference does it make who gave the order? And what kind of king is he? Who knows not what his servants do. I can feel that traitor stink. And by the almighty Lord of the seas, I swear, this day,
Alright.
both shall die.
Big boss battle. I see that there's crossbows around, so I'm guessing we can use those.
No one is permitted to enter Lady Nimwa's chambers. I swore to God. Know this. I command the full might of...
So can I use these? Doesn't look like it's too difficult. I think because I did all the side quests, I've got a lot of built up shrine power here, so it's pretty easy. There we go. That was easy. Alright, now what? Over here. Critical hit restores 20 health. That's cool. Oh man. That's totally worth it if I had dexterity. Wait, so she's been trapped here this whole time?
I've been wondering when you'd find your way here. Your presence has rippled through all of Sarras. Wave after wave after wave. It reminds me of something. Someone. From a long time ago. I know all the comings and goings of Sarras. I am in every part of these depths, swimming with the floatlings in the Ulcerate, gathering knowledge with the villagers of Tumbo, watching over Lear in his slumber, gazing into the endless dark of the sea. Tell me, what do you think of my little domain? Do you like it?
Kind of true on all three. It's not that peaceful.
That I'm not glad. Sarras has never known a war like the one that raged on the surface. But I often wonder if my scars run too deep, if my memory of it has infected this place somehow. It was never a burden I meant to share, and yet, it seems I have. Ever since I was sealed here, yes. I couldn't say how long it's been. Tell me, does the war still rage on?
It's like 1,000 years later.
600 years? Huh. It feels twice as long, to be honest. Still, if you're here, I suppose we won. Though I shudder to imagine the cost. At least the new children of Avalon don't have to live in fear. Tell me, how is life on the surface now? Gods. Nothing ever changes in that cursed place. I thought the menhirs would hold at least one peril at bay. But perhaps nothing good can last there. My troubled youth, you mean? And what? Are you wondering if I regret it now? If I feel I'm paying for my stubbornness, my arrogance, getting drunk on my own power? I'm afraid the truth is less dramatic. I was tired. I'd lost hope. And I wanted no part in Merlin and Arthur's vile practices. They stole our future before our lives even had a chance to begin. At least his betrayal gave me time to rest and to build something of my own. Something better than what we left on the surface. Save me? What do you mean? And because of that, he... Am I supposed to be grateful? Thank the great Merlin, wherever he is, for bestowing this honor on us. What kind of logic drove him to that? Everyone died anyway. Just because they didn't rest in peace doesn't mean they're living. I don't understand. If he knew that would happen, why didn't he tell me? That's true. They are. As am I, but I suppose cemeteries have always been the most peaceful places. Gods, I'm tired of this Merlin's. Of course I'd had enough suffering. He didn't care about the future. Did he succeed in the long run? Aren't you here because the world is on the brink of collapse? It's easy to judge with hindsight. I had no such luxury. History does love its circles, I see. Far be it from me to begrudge anyone wanting to leave these miserable shores. You do know the fleet is bound to me, don't you? You're asking for my life, and for Sarras to fall.
Okay, so here's our big decision.
You don't pull your punches, do you? What I want doesn't really matter here. Sarras is bigger than me. But if you truly wish to know, I do not desire death. I'm at peace here already, yet I wouldn't mind it either. As you said, I've been alive for a long time. If it were only about me, I wouldn't care either way. But it isn't. It was. The circumstances are different now. What happens on the surface matters little to me. I have my own domain to tend to. Perhaps. Yet this is their home. We are intertwined. Do you think Tumbo's thirst for knowledge came merely from proximity to the archive? Or that the creatures of the Ulcerate feel the need to prove themselves only because of their father? I am them, and they are me. They will survive. Most of them. But they will be untethered.
Alright, well, it's the end of the DLC decision here. See how this thing ends. So, I feel like everyone I talked to kind of wanted to leave Sarras. So, I think we gotta break it and let everyone get out of here.
No, you don't. No one truly understands the consequences of their actions, and they will. Year after year. You'll do what you want. Perhaps your conscience will. If you have one.
Alright. See what happens ending it.
You had the cheek to disturb my lady.
Ooh, okay. Got a boss fight?
But you see, she cannot leave this place. No. She must remain in the depths. Worry not, my beloved.
No, so we got a double boss fight.
Anymore.
Yeah, let's go, dude.
I shall drown forever.
Tristan, we gotta defeat. Oh, jeez, man. Whoa. Get some health back. Yeah, he's a baby.
I protect what I lost. What else is there?
You're flying, dude.
Being set free into the vast sea was, at first, not easy for the denizens of Sarras. They struggled in a space that lacked the structure and order once kept by Nimue and the first crew. In time, however, they grew used to their newfound freedom and spread far and wide, slowly forgetting the place of their origin.
Alright, there we go. DLC beat. I wonder, where did it autosave? Wonder if I can see what the other ending would have been like. Looks like it didn't do any autosave. Maybe it did actually. Sealbear's Solitude. Alright, let me do this. And look around here. Where am I? Okay, this is the exit to go back, I think. Yeah, okay, this is the entrance to the DLC. Alright. So I'm gonna run all the way back here. And then I'm gonna try to reload it and finish it again. See what happens if you don't free her. Alright, so that will take us back. And I'm going to quickly reload and see how far back we are, if we can try the other ending. Alright, so this was right when I walked up to her, I think. Perfect. Alright, let's see what the other ending is.
I've been your it. My if I'm this at least something. History defar you and for.
Okay, so I broke it last time. Let's not break it this time.
Thank you. I hope you mean that. I never loved Avalon. It gave me life, and then it took everything else. It never felt like home to me. I truly hope things will get better for them one day.
You still have to fight him?
What have you done? This was not meant to be. Sarras was meant to be freed. And us along with it.
Now we gotta fight Joseph.
Answers. This is your answer. I curse you, Arthur, for this accursed undeath in this accursed realm. 1,000-fold I curse you. You were meant to free us from this endless agony.
Alright, this feels like the bad ending. Gotta fight Joseph.
If Sarras is to remain, then I will make sure you become one with it.
Ooh, he's cool. He's about the same difficulty as Tristan. Cooler looking boss though. Like Doc. Oh, what was that? Why is it all blue? There we go.
The long-awaited change that Josephus and the other denizens of Sarras yearned for never came to pass. Those in the sanctuary went on as they always had, tending to their knowledge, raising the Lord's offspring, hidden from the wider world. The sanctuary drifted on in its quiet bubble, peaceful and undisturbed, steady in its ways.
Right, yeah, the other ending is way better, I think. That just seems depressing. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap the stream up there. Thanks for checking it out, everyone. And we are done playing Tainted Grail's DLC. See you next time.